What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and cancel culture and outrage culture has been something that we've covered on this channel for going on 5 years now or so. And it seems exceedingly rare when a comedian, actor, actress, musician, political pundit or commentator or everyday Joe, it seems exceedingly rare when they just say, you know what, I'm good. I'm not going to self-censor. I'm not going to let the mob get offended about a joke. Perhaps the best example of this has been Dave Chappelle. Now, it's obviously a lot easier when you have kind of FU money like Dave Chappelle does. Well, there's another wildly popular comedian, Matt Rife, who had a Netflix special come out, and he had kind of a spicy joke to open it up. And while people wanted to be offended by it, his response to the outrage was perhaps the best possible response I've seen to date. By the way, my company, Coffee Brand Coffee, has our Black Friday sale going on right now. 20% off site-wide, 10% off our wildly popular holiday gift boxes, which sell out every season, and 60% off our Roaster's Choice monthly coffee club the first month. So if you've been thinking about getting the Roaster's Choice program, by the way, it is insane. It's a different ultra small batch from around the world every month. Or you need a gift for Christmas, or you want to give us a try. Promo code you don't need one. Discounts taken at checkout. We've got K-Cups, 20 different kinds of coffee. We've got, again, the gift boxes. Get your gift boxes now. Knock out those few people that are tough to buy for. Matt Rife is being accused of making sexist jokes in his Netflix special. He's facing criticism, of course. The comedian gained viral recognition, and according to reports, a majority female fan base. Shout out to him. Probably because he looks like a male model. He looks like a Ken doll. Probably part of it. He grew on TikTok and translates now to sold out international tour. He's faced some controversy recently. In February, he appeared on the Stiff Socks podcast where he mocked women with giant body parts, saying it's like God left a tag on you. He said in the New York Times of facing controversy, "You're just mad that someone's trying to make you laugh. That's such an insane concept to me." Good for him. Shout out to Matt. Ahead of the release of his first Netflix special, Natural Selection, Matt told Variety, one of the biggest misconceptions of things I get ridiculed online for is, oh, he only has a female fan base. In the beginning, yes, because I did blow up on TikTok, which is very female dominant. However, Matt maintained that his live shows were split equally. Well, girls got to bring their boyfriends, right? It's couples coming out. It's groups of dudes who are coming. And that's one thing I wanted to tackle in the special, was showing people that. Like, despite what you think about me online, I don't pander my career to women. I would argue that the special is way more for guys. When asked about if he worried about offending people, Matt replied, I don't really adhere to this whole sensitivity rumor in the comedy world that you can't say anything anymore. That's BS. You can say whatever you want. Now, you have to prepare for repercussions, but at the end of the day, it all comes down to how do you sleep at night? Yeah, I would say. Looks like he has some woke attire here, equality, or these hands. I'm not sure a lot of people are worried about a Ken doll, but that's neither here nor there. This is where the controversy started. Matt starts off the special by talking about DC, the place where the special was filmed. And DC. And the difference between ratchet Baltimore and beautiful Maryland. I've only been to Baltimore one time, and the hostess who seats you had a black eye, he began. Look, there's no denying that Baltimore is an absolute dump that is being run down by soft on crime leaders. And I feel bad for the people that live in Baltimore that are trapped there. Now, I can hear some people angrily typing in the comments that they love Baltimore and they've never had a problem. I'm happy for you. But, overall, crime statistics would disagree with you. Cities like Baltimore, Chicago, Detroit, San Francisco, Portland, these cities are all run by the same type of people. New York City, they are not safe. But anyway, a full black eye, it was like, what happened? Or he said, it wasn't like what happened. It was pretty obvious what happened, that she got punched. We couldn't get over it. Like, this is the face of the company. This is who you have greeting people. And my boy who I was with was like, yeah, I feel bad for her, man. I feel like They should have put her in the kitchen or something where nobody had to see her face. And I was like, yeah, but I feel like if she could cook, she wouldn't have that black eye. I mean, that's just funny. I mean, that's funny. Of course, there are numerous reasons why, she could have had that black eye. Perhaps she got in a scrap with another female. As the audience members sounded shocked, he continued, testing the water, seeing if y'all are going to be fun or not. I figured we would start the show with a domestic situation. The rest of the show should be pretty smooth sailing. Of course, I feel bad for her. She should have had her protection crystals, you know what I mean? He said, before going into a lengthy bit about crystal girls and women who blame astrology for their poor decision-making skills. And you see this Aubrey individual. This is the problem with, look, I won't say it's a problem because this guy probably makes more money in a month than I make in 10 years now. But this is a unintended consequence of pandering or getting big with the TikTok crowd. They're a bunch of underdeveloped, literal snowflake individuals who will support you hardcore. They will go hard to support you. They will give you their money. They will do all these things for you, which are great. But they will also turn on you in a hot second because, again, they are developmentally children, highly emotional. The average TikTok user is like that angry kid at a checkout having a meltdown because their parents won't give them a Reese's peanut butter cup. That's the point. They give the Reese's peanut butter cup and they're sweet and happy. But the second they don't, they're having a tantrum in the store and taking their diaper off and throwing it around this and that. That's the average TikTok user. You see, Matt Rife opens a special with if a woman could cook, she wouldn't have a black eye joke. Really? This is your God? Matt Rife walks on stage. Oh, hope I don't get canceled for my jokes. Dipping my toes in to make sure you guys are cool. Here goes nothing. Why did the chicken cross the road? Okay, you see a trans flag in the bio. I bet you most of these people have, I'd be willing to bet most of these people have pronouns in their bio. It's just the way it is. Bam. I didn't even have to guess. First thing in the bio, pronouns. Okay. This is the pronoun generation. They have nothing interesting to say or do. They have no accomplishments. They have nothing intriguing about themselves. And so they invent this stuff to try and be, unique. Oh, I'm neurodivergent. Oh, I'm an androgynous tree person. Oh, I identify as a fox person. Oh, I identify as a tree person. Listen, look at me, 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 look at me. I'm special. I'm just an upper middle class white kid who never had to struggle for anything in their life. But listen to me about how I'm oppressed. You don't see this stuff in the hood. I guarantee that. You don't see this stuff in the trailer park. I guarantee it. I bet you go to America's largest trailer park. You go down the deep south. You go to a big trailer park, you go door to door and you ask these people what their pronouns are, you're not going to get a single positive response. In fact, you probably get a few black eyes yourself. You go down to downtown Chicago, you go to Crenshaw, you go down to downtown Baltimore, you start asking people about their pronouns, you ain't coming out of there. This is a uniquely rich, privileged, and white thing. So, of course, you have other TikTokers who get really mad. Well, his response was absolutely legendary. So in response to the criticism, comedian Matt Rife is facing backlash after posting a fake apology link on Instagram. So he put, if you've ever been offended by a joke, I'm told, here's a link to my apology. Tap to solve your issue. And then it goes to a page selling special needs helmets. Special needs helmets are lightweight, soft, durable, well ventilated, and offer a unique, comfortable fit, plus extra protection and convenience to the client. I mean, you see, cancel Matt Rife. Having a link to the helmets that are used as medical devices are not funny. He needs to get a grip. I'd be more interested in how many he sold. I love it. What's actually cool about this, I don't know. I suppose people are smart enough in Hollywood now. This is actually a genius way to open up his comedy to actual people who are actual fans of comedy. I think in and of itself, it's pretty easy for me to determine if you're a fan of comedy or not. If a joke makes you upset and makes you cry, you are not a fan of comedy. Jokes are jokes. Intent matters. You can tell jokes that have kernels of truth to it. You can tell jokes about dark issues. You can tell your Twin Towers jokes. You can tell your baby jokes. You can tell your, I don't care. It's all about intent. And obviously the intent is to make people laugh here. Sometimes these, they touch on spicy issues. I'm not a consumer of TikTok comedians. Maybe this Matt Rife guy is funny. I don't know. Maybe I'll watch a special. But it's actually genius to put this out there because people who actually consume comedy will see and be like, oh my God, somebody who actually is doesn't care about the mob, especially someone who got big on TikTok. Viewers slam Matt Rife for insane response to people offended by a joke in Netflix. It's not insane. It's the actual literal perfect response. Like it's actually, it's a riff. The joke, by the way, isn't even that unique. It's a riff on the classic, what do you tell a woman? What do you tell a woman who has two black eyes? And it's something like, nothing you haven't already told her before. Something like that, right? It's not even that genius of a joke. It's not even that edgy. But I think, yeah, if you are having a melty over a joke, then perhaps you do need a helmet. So good on you, Matt Rife. Best of luck against your woke Gen Z fandom. I'll be pulling for you, buddy. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it. And if you haven't yet, please do subscribe down below. I cover 4 to 5 different news topics every single day. I would love to have you as a daily viewer.